Hey, what's up everybody? Josh here from Righteous Gains, back with another progress update. This is going to be progress update week number 6. Yeah, we're in 6. Okay, so let's get right into it. How am I doing? So I weighed myself this week and I was 189.8 pounds and 17.4% body fat. Okay, so that's my numbers for this week. Now, if you remember from last week, that was actually, I believe, the exact same numbers, like literally the exact same. 189.8 pounds and 17.4% body fat. So didn't make a lot of progress, but honestly, last week was a fairly rough week. Kind of had a rough weekend, but we're doing good now. And honestly, I'm also really happy because was it this weekend? Am I confusing weekends? No, it was this weekend. Yeah, so this weekend, I mean, I'm really happy, honestly, with those results because not only was last week kind of a hard week, but also because over the weekend, my diet went completely out the window. You know, a lot of times I have, the weekends are a little bit harder. I think a lot of people can relate to that. Sometimes it's hard to keep your diet, but usually I don't go overboard. Like, how do I say it? When I've noticed, like, when I'm trying to lose weight on the weekends, sometimes I'll be good and I'll be able to hit my diet and my calorie restrictions. But sometimes if I don't do that, I usually at most will hit maintenance, you know what I mean? Or not as deep of a calorie deficit, right? So that's usually what happens on the weekends. Trying to do better at that, but that's just sometimes what happens. But this last weekend, I went totally to crap. Just again, because it was kind of a hard week. But yeah, my diet, it wasn't just like, maybe I'm not in my deficit, but I'm at maintenance. But honestly, I feel like I ate like crap. I didn't get my protein in. I didn't care or what I was eating at all. I was like, okay, Josh, come this week, you got to get really back into it. So considering the fact that I stayed exactly the same weight that I was as the week before, I'm very happy. I was expecting to gain a pound, which is horrible. On a deficit, when you're trying to cut, generally you don't want to, it sucks when you don't lose weight, but it especially is horrible and devastating if you would gain weight. So, anyway, but those are my numbers for this week. And as far as PRs go, I have a PR this week. It was actually just Saturday, this last Saturday. Today's Wednesday, November 8th. So the last Saturday, I hit 13 dip PR, 13 dips in a row, which is awesome. I really pushed myself on Saturday. And then actually today, I was able to do 13 dips again, but for the whole, all my dip sets. So, because when I did 13, it was just for one set, but today I did 13 dips for every single set. I do 4 sets of the reps that I can do, which right now is 13, looks like. So today I was able to do 4. Actually, it wasn't every single set. It was 3 sets of 13 reps, and the last one, the 4th set, I couldn't get 13 in. I was able to get up to 10. I took a break and then I went again and actually did 4, just because I could have just gone 3 because it's kind of like the expectation, but I felt like I had another one because I rested, so I was like, let's just push up another one. So it was 14, but it wasn't continuous. So right now my dip PR is 13 dips, right? So yeah, that's my update for this week. That's my progress update. Before I get into the scripture with you guys for this week, I just want to let you guys know I'm gonna make another video right after this, but I'll be posting it this week. Don't know if it'll go up the same day as this, but I'm laying out a plan. I have a plan, which I think plans are super important, and I feel like I finally got to the point where I have the momentum to get myself back into a good routine and plan. I already had a good routine, but it was kind of just exercising and trying to lose weight. The main thing that I was keeping track of was my weight, which is on a cut is the number one thing. But now I have a really well structured plan that I set up and it's for these next 2 months. It's an 8-week plan from the beginning of November to the end of December, the end of this year, 2023. So I'm going to be making another video going over that with you guys. Really excited to share it, and yeah, I'm just really excited about it because, like, I know when I have a really good plan set up and I'm keeping really good track of everything, not just like my weight and my body fat, but also like, you know, specifically my lifts, quote unquote. Some of them are lifts, some of them are just, you know, body weight exercises. I guess you call them lifts, but yeah, I'm really excited to use that plan. I think it's really going to help me make a lot of progress these next 2 months. So yeah, anyway, that's all the info I got for you guys today. Let's go ahead and get into the scripture. The scripture I'm going to share with you guys today is going to be first, I don't think I shared this before. Hopefully not. It's in my notes, so maybe I did, but even if I did, I don't think anyone's going to remember. So 1 Corinthians 10:20 is going to be the scripture. It says, "But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that you should have fellowship with devils." Right, so in that context, Paul's talking to the Corinthians in his letter. He's talking about the Gentiles and the sacrificing to devils or other gods besides the God of Abraham, right? In this sense, or at least if I remember the context correctly. But anyway, I just like the fact that the phrase there, "I would not that you should have fellowship with devils." And you can apply that today, both literally in the sense that, you know, if you're Christian like me, it's good to surround yourself with people. I'm also not a person who's like, oh, I can't talk to anyone who's not like of my religion. I don't think that, but I think it is good to surround yourself with people who, yeah, like uplift you, you know what I mean? And if they're going to, if they don't believe what you believe, that's fine. But you don't want someone who's going to like belittle you because, you know, for what you believe. That's for sure not good. And yeah, and that's also just a good application in general, not only for as far as your beliefs and following God, but also just in general, like if you want to progress in life, you can't be around people who are going to bring you down, you know what I mean? So surround yourself with good people who are happy to see you progress, and also be that person, right? Be someone who's happy when other people will succeed, you know, and in that way we can all progress together. So that's the scripture for this week. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to follow my journey, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, comment, trying to get this YouTube thing started. So yeah, hopefully you guys are inspired and you keep me on track. See you guys next week.